please.
Good evening, everybody. All right, I'd like to call first meeting to order is the Lawrenceburg Board of Works meeting for September the 18th, 2023. Can I get a roll call, Mr. Fay?
We got Board Member Tony Abbott.
Here.
Board Member Tommy Roulette.
Present.
We got President Kelly Milan.
Here.
And we got the city attorney talking to two people, and we got myself.
Okay. I have no announcements for this particular meeting, guys, unless you do.
I have none.
I have none, Mayor.
If none, then I'll approve the minutes, or ask for a motion to approve the minutes from the previous meeting.
So moved.
Second?
I'll second that, Mayor.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. First order of new business we have tonight, we have Miss Jenny Felix, EMT paramedic recommendation,
Thank you, Mayor.
plural.
I'm coming tonight to request a couple of things. A couple of weeks ago, or actually last month, the board did approve for us to post for a vacant paramedic position, and you did approve that. We did go ahead and get that posted. During that process, we did have another position become available. So I wanted to request your approval for us to hire two tonight versus one. And if so, I have my recommendations for those two.
Any questions to add one to the original request?
Can we add one without posting it?
Yeah, we can add to add to, since we posted it once, I mean, the people had the opportunity to apply at the right time, so.
And I believe Mrs. Felix has actually talked to the union as well, and they're good with that as well.
Yeah, I
Alrighty.
spoke with them last week, and they're fine with it.
She stated during the process, we had another one to put in their resignation, so we're losing two.
Good enough for me.
You want us to take these separately, or I'd like to vote on them separately, but you have names, contingent names, or do you want to?
How about we do them separately?
Yeah,
So-
give me the first one.
The first one, and these offers are contingent upon successfully completing the pre-employment requirements, which is a physical, drug screening, background screening, which we're in the process for. The first recommendation is Landon Abner.
Okay. All right, I'll entertain a motion to approve Landon Abner for EMS paramedic position, City of Lawrenceburg, pending all the pre-employment checks get done sufficiently. And
I'll make that motion, Mayor.
I'll second that.
second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next one, please.
Okay. The next one is William Huff.
Okay, I'd entertain a motion to for hiring William Huff for EMS paramedic position, provided that all of the pre-employment requirements are met.
I'll make that motion.
Second,
I'll second it, Mayor.
all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, Jenny. Okay, I have no other new business for Board of Works. Under old business, we have Veritas Group, Maxwell CMC horizontal and vertical contracts. This was tabled from the last meeting.
All right, Mayor. David Rainey with Veritas Group. So you have before you a recommendation for pre-construction services only from Maxwell. They gave us these not to exceed pre-construction fees for both horizontal and vertical projects. And so the Tanners Creek Bridge rehabilitation is a not to exceed of $11,598. The vertical projects include the police department, utility building, and community center, all with a not to exceed of $20,112. The data center roof replacement, which if you remember that, a contract was executed last month. That not to exceed is $3,000, so that work's already been done as far as the pre-construction. As the GMP was signed off on last month. So again, this is only for pre-construction costs only. On these other projects, the Tanners Creek Bridge, the police department, utility building, community center, This doesn't obligate us to move forward with anything. We're still going to go through the same process we went through on the utility building or the data center, where we'll receive those prices, the guaranteed maximum price, which will disclose all the fees for Maxwell, the guaranteed price for construction, et cetera. So only for pre-construction on these costs.
Okay.
Any questions?
Questions, guys?
The only question I have is, explain to me why the data center's in here again when we already went out and accepted a bid for a contract to do it?
Yep, so the data center, so none of these pre-construction costs, while we authorized Maxwell to move forward with this work and do the pre-construction services, these costs for the pre-construction were never formally approved, never brought to this board for formal approval. So they did the work at risk to do all the pre-construction for that data center. They went out, they got bids, they brought that back to us. All they're doing here is asking that we formally approve this so that they can recoup the $3,000 cost that they had for pre-construction. Okay?
I think if you guys remember back, that was one that we wanted to make sure we got done earlier because of winter. Wanted to make sure that that was done before winter.
Right.
Yes,
That particular.
yes, that is supposed to be, we ripped leaks and it's been leaking for a while.
Exactly. Good question, though.
The only other thing, and I went through all these documents and clarify me here if I'm wrong or straighten me out. For each one of these packets, and this was a big packet, and I went through it twice because we had it sent twice. We had a standard agreement, correct? Mm-hmm. We had it, and I got the amount, which you got there. Then we have guaranteed maximum pricing, insurance bonds, and general conditions, all in these packets. That's what we're doing tonight.
And those AA documents, correct?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That was very confusing, but I went through it and I think I got it straightened out.
Yeah.
Okay. So the
So those are-
3,000 is because they did it at an at-risk. Okay.
Right.
How did they set the pre-construction fees? How did they set those fees?
Ryan can probably explain that, but I would assume it was a man-hour justification as far as the current ones, but Ryan, you want to go
Just
ahead?
so everyone, I mean, if you could just kind of go through, okay, here's because the main document sets out the pre-construction fees, just the pre-construction fees for horizontal, what are they, and then for vertical, what are they?
Sure. So the total cost for pre-construction was like $34,000.
$34,720.
Yeah, so the RFP that you guys had put out, the Veritas had put out last year, had just basically asked for our pre-construction services for the entire package. As we moved through the process a little further, realized that the data center had some different insurance requirements. We were then asked to break them out into individual different projects. So that's when we broke them out in data center, the horizontal separately from the vertical. So that's why you see 3 different deliverables within the total 34,720 package. As far as how we established that, David kind of alluded to it. We just, based on historical data, on what we've done in the past on pre-construction services for projects similar to this, we take our best guesstimate on man hours it would take to execute that portion.
And these are being provided to you tonight as a not to exceed, so we make sure we have a cap on those.
Okay. Any other questions?
I have none.
I have no more, Mayor.
If not, I'll entertain a motion to approve the CMC horizontal and vertical contracts tonight.
So moved.
Second.
I'll second that, Mayor.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you,
We
guys.
need to put.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mayor, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry?
Do we need to put that dollar amount in that motion?
It's a not to exceed. We should be fine as it's
Okay.
written. So,
Got it. Thank you.
good question there, Tom. Okay, other old business, I got a couple items that I'm going to ask to table tonight. The first one being the 2024 motorcycle track license agreement. We're going to table that until the October 2nd meeting. Could I get a motion?
So move.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. And then I'd also like to table the antique market agreement till October 2nd. Can I get a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Second?
I'll second it, Mayor.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Okay, I have no other old business for this meeting. If not, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn this meeting.
So moved.
Second?
I'll second, Mayor.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. All right. Next meeting I'd like to call to order is the Parks and Recreation Committee meeting for September 18th, 2023. Another roll call, Mr. Fetty.
Board Member Tony Abbott.
Here.
Board Member Justin Noppert is absent. Board Member Tommy Roulette.
Present.
Board Member Lenny Fryman.
Here.
Board Member Brett Bondurant.
Yes, sir.
Got City Attorney Dale Weldon.
Here.
President Kelly Malone.
Here.
And myself.
Okay, I have no announcements for this particular meeting. Anyone up here got an announcement for this? If not, I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes of the previous meeting.
So moved.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. I have no new or old business for parks tonight. The only thing I want to remind you of, I got an email today that they will be down to fix 2 different items over at the Arch Street Park this week, one day. They did not mention the day. All I had was an email saying that they will be down this week with the parts to fix the 2 items. Other than that, I also wanted to bring it up to you guys. We did get the new sign installed at Arch Street Park. If you were able to
I seen those.
see that on the corner, it really looks nice. Next one's going to be Ludlow Hill, which we've never had a sign up there.
Nope.
So that'll be a nice addition up there too. So we're trying to make everything uniform with the signage, so it looks really, really good. Anything under old business that I had forgotten to bring up this meeting or anything, guys?
Nope. I would like to mention though on social media, it's the fountains up there at the park in Ludlow Hill are a big hit.
Yeah.
People really like them.
Don't do this.
Got to thank Mr. Fryman for it.
Right.
It's his idea.
Good job.
Thank you very much.
No, they do look great. They really do.
Is the one over by Dearborn Adult Center installed as well?
I don't think it's installed. Oh,
Yeah, it's
it
up.
is?
Yep.
Yep. It was installed the day.
Mr. Fetty gets to take a look at that one, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that every night.
Reminds you of Lenny?
You know, really and truly, I say it, not busting my bubble, but it's every one of us. We all had to say it was approved, and even the mayor here, I don't, that's hard for me to swallow.
You know,
Lenny, that thing
You
got
know.
tabled 20 times.
Huh?
I said it got tabled 20 times. You remember?
Yeah,
Hey, it's cheaper.
well, we got it done.
It's cheaper than a Ferris wheel.
Well, that's next.
Well, whatever. Anyway, no, good point, Tony. If no other old business for this particular meeting, I entertain a motion to adjourn this meeting.
So moved.
Second?
I'll second, Mayor.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. All right, third meeting I'd like to call to order is the council meeting for September 18th, 2023. If we all could rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You wait for Mr. Abbott to start that.
I was waiting.
I was waiting for Lee to rise.
Okay, once again, Mr. Fetty.
All right, Councilperson Tony Abbott.
Here.
We got Councilperson Justin Noppert absent. Councilperson Tommy Roulette.
Present.
Councilperson Lenny Fryman.
Here?
Councilperson Brett Bondurant.
Yes, sir.
We got City Attorney Dale Weldon.
Here.
Mayor Kelly Malone.
Here.
And myself.
All right. Announcements, board reports, streets, alleys, and curbs, the downtown area, Mr. Abbott.
Everything's fine except for I've got one problem. On the corner of Short and New Street, actually on New Street, there's a sewer grate there, a storm sewer grate in the curb. We have fixed it 2 or 3 times and it's lopsided again. So if we could redo that or do something so it doesn't break anymore, because somebody's going to trip on that and get hurt.
Is it right at New Street?
Yeah, right around the corner.
Right by the parking entrance?
Yeah.
Or the parking garage entrance?
Across from it.
Is it? Okay. Short and New.
the bolts keep coming loose and we keep tightening them and then they just keep falling out or something.
All right. I'm going to take a look at it tomorrow, Tony. Thank you.
That's all I got.
All right. What about Ludlow Hill, streets, alleys, and curbs there, Mr.
All looks good,
Fountain
sir.
Man?
Thank you very much.
Fountain Man?
Out, man.
Fountain Man?
No, I call it sprinklers.
Sprinklers.
All right, Santa.
That's okay.
That's got to be your helper there, isn't it?
I was getting ready to say it was me, and I thought, I was checking, I left my phone back there in the back, so it wasn't me.
We trust you. All right, Finance Department, Mr. Bondurant.
No report, sir.
Okay, Fire Department, Mr. Rowlett.
No report, Mayor.
Justin is not here, Parks and Playgrounds, but I don't have anything else to report on Parks and Playgrounds other than, I tell you, the Pee Wee football, it's a hit up there on Ludlow Hill on Saturdays. And I'll tell you, the police are doing a really good job of keeping people off the grass. And I think the only people that are parking in the grass that are getting caught parking in the grass are people from out of town, the away team. So I guess we're okay if they get a ticket. I don't know. Our folks have figured it out, I think. So that's good, though. It helps keep the place looking nice. So, all right. Any other announcements from you guys before I got 2 or 3?
None.
Remind people that Fall Music Fest is this Friday and Saturday. It's going to be a nice weekend. I invite you guys out Friday around, I think I sent you an email today or text.
Thanks. Yep.
6:30ish, I believe, 6:15.
I believe it was, yes.
Yeah, whatever. Just
Yep.
if you can be there, that'd be great. I appreciate that. Also, the Lineman Rodeo, the utility department is putting on not bull rodeo,
Yeah.
but the linemen, how they do their training and things that they have. We started back up last year over at the fairgrounds. Please, if you get a chance, go over and check that out Saturday morning. It's pretty interesting. In fact, it's very interesting.
Yep. Friday and Saturday. I went both.
Yes, Friday and Saturday, but
It's something. I'm telling you.
Friday evening, and I believe it's Saturday, or
Yeah.
Saturday morning mainly. But it's something to watch, and so if you get a chance, go over and see that.
You think one of them poles would hold me up if I climbed up it?
No, you're not gonna.
I'm
we're
just
not,
saying.
We're not
Moving on,
paying
Mayor.
workman's comp. Big congratulations once again out to Mason Paris.
Yes.
Qualified.
Yeah.
I was on the veterans trip to Washington D.C. this past weekend with Mr. P.G. Gentrup and company. We had 50 veterans on the bus trip, and quite a trip, by the way. It's my second year I've gotten to go, but Ernie Johnson was on the bus and he was keeping me updated. And I guess Mason got bronze medal in the world championships, and he also is qualified now for the Olympics.
He was wrestling some big boys.
Yes.
I was watching part of it.
Yep.
Big guy.
Well, I think the guy that did beat him, the put him into the not the finals, but for third, was a Olympic medalist at one point.
Yeah, he's the one that Gable beat last year in the finals.
Is that who it was?
And Mason had him the whole match until like the very end, and I got him appointed at the very end.
Yeah.
That's what I heard. I mean,
I heard that too. That's yeah.
So.
But anyway, Mason Paris and Paris, France. That's where the 2024 Olympics will be in Paris. So, yep. So if you guys want, if we want to make a motion to fly us to Paris, France,
Here, I'm ready.
everybody that came out to the council meeting tonight is invited. That's what people get for not coming. Anyway, no, that's a great. I tell you what, little old Lawrenceburg, we've been represented well over the years
Around the world.
We got some kids doing some great things, and it's pretty exciting actually. And I look forward to keeping an eye on this one. So, I don't have any other announcements.
I've got one other thing I'd like to ask about. The
Yes.
pavilion plans.
Uh-huh.
When will council be able to see those? When will those be ready?
Once the committee gets done with it.
Oh, I know that, but when's that going to be?
I talked to Tony Tony Akles from Strand last week, and what I know as the latest, he was going to get with the committee next, based upon the requests that they had to try and sort of get a sketch, a design down, and then we could absolutely bring it to you guys.
Well,
And then I think they hope to have an engineered estimate.
if he needs to get back with the committee, I wish he would, because I've had some committee members asking me what's going on.
Mhm.
They haven't heard nothing in a long time, so.
Well, and I think that the last committee meeting, we told them it might be a 2 or 3 weeks or so, because we wanted them to come back with what they had asked for, but we want also a cost involved, so we know what to expect, an engineered estimate. So that was the email I got. It was probably Thursday of last week.
Alrighty.
So I imagine Tony Akles will be reaching out. It's in their court. So anything else? Okay. If not, I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes from the last meeting.
So moved.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. And then also we had meeting minutes for September 11th budget workshop. If I get a motion to approve those.
So moved, Mayor.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. New business, you see donation committee recommendations. Just one there, but any questions? If not, I'll entertain a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. And then the city phone system, if you guys remember, I believe we did this in the USB first. They took the sort of part one or phase one of the new phone system. That has been done and installed, and then now is phase two, which is the city portion of it. So that's what you're looking at here. Any questions about the agreement? We got Steve here if you got any questions.
I could not figure out, I mean, I know there's a dollar amount, there's multiple numbers in here. Is it the 1860 is what we're paying for this?
The 1860 is for like one-time installation and setup fees. The 1,151.84 is the monthly recurring.
What was that number again? 1,000?
1,151.84 cents.
And Steve, that's for the entire Civil City, correct?
That's correct, yep.
I think it's do you know exactly what the cost savings is from what we're paying right now?
Well, that's the thing. It's not necessarily a cost savings from
Okay.
what we're paying now, because the phone system that we have currently was purchased some years ago.
Out of date, I mean.
Correct. If we had to purchase a whole new system, to go for similar in-house, no, I don't have good numbers for comparison. But the great thing about this is it's all managed by Alta Fiber. So long as these phones essentially have an internet connection, they'll get the service. So in terms of disaster recovery, or when we have issues on holidays, weekends, after hours, there's a 24-hour support line to get that rectified. So
How long has LMU been using theirs now?
they actually have not started yet.
Okay.
Tomorrow morning.
Oh, tomorrow morning.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay.
Yep. So,
Is there let me ask you a question then. My understanding was I thought they were already started to use it.
we got pushed back a week.
Okay, that's why then. But what my question is time of the essence for this particular contract for Civil City, or can it be pushed a couple weeks. And the reason I'm asking is I assumed that we would have a little bit of a week, 2 weeks under our belt of LMU to make sure it was operating the way we wanted to correctly, whatever.
Sure.
Before we approve this, I'd rather have a couple weeks or something of some history.
Yeah, there are going to be some pain points going between two systems.
Yep.
But it's nothing that can't be done. I don't think it would necessarily hamstring us.
Okay.
Unless things really go awry. But, I've been working with Alta Fiber to kind of bridge the gap between the two systems. So,
So you don't anticipate any problems that we can't navigate?
I'm sure there will always be little hiccups, but that's anything when you involve computers and the internet. So.
Right. Okay. Well, maybe I'm trying to be too cautious there, but it's not a large amount of money purchase. It's just I thought we would have a little bit of history and getting pushed back.
It's just unfortunately timing of moving the numbers over got pushed back a week.
Okay.
So.
Okay. I'm fine. How do you guys feel? You okay with it?
Sounds good to me.
All right. Well, I'll entertain a motion then to approve the service agreement with CBTS for the City of Lawrenceburg phone system.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Okay, thanks,
Thank
Steve.
you.
Appreciate your help on that.
Yes, sir.
I have no other new business. Okay, we have some old business that was, I believe, tabled last time. This is a city court interlocal agreement. This is with Greendale, right, Dale?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
And so do we need to vote on the interlocal or just the resolution?
On both, please.
Okay. Any questions on either, guys? We're just adding more business to the city court, quite honestly, which is a good thing. So, if not, I'll take it two separate. I'd like to approve the interlocal first, and then what resolution number we talking?
Number 8.
8? Okay. Okay, if no other questions, I'll entertain a motion to approve the interlocal agreement between City of Greendale and our Lawrenceburg City Court. I'll entertain a motion to approve that.
So move.
This is for code and violations, ordinance violations for them. So moved. Got a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. In conjunction with that, I'd entertain a motion to approve resolution number 2023-8. It's a resolution of the Common Council of the City of Lawrenceburg authorizing and approving entry into an interlocal agreement regarding ordinance violations with the City of Greendale.
I'll make that motion.
Second?
I'll second it, Mayor.
All righty. Anybody, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
About opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Okay. Any other old business? If not, we'll entertain comments from our audience. Yes, sir.
Everybody knows me, I'm Scott. I just have a quick question, if you don't mind.
Sure.
With respect to the phone system, so if power goes out in the city, what happens to the phone system?
If there are no power to anything, then the phones go out, same as our current system though.
Is that, so it's not a POTS, it's,
That's correct.
okay.
Good. Any other comments? Okay, before we go into the claims, we have a request that didn't make it to the packet. It was for a $30,000 request for Main Street to be deposited into the events fund. Mr. Fetty, the paperwork's been filled out?
Yeah, paperwork, everything's been filled out, but of course, you know what's going on this weekend, right?
Yeah.
We don't want Lenny up there. We got to make sure we're able to get somebody better than him.
Okay, but this is,
Yeah.
excuse me, but this
Yep.
is the second time we've had the,
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, there's reasons.
There's,
When we budgeted last
The last
year,
one, 30,000 as well?
yeah.
when we budgeted last year, that was back when we were only paying 88,000 for the ice skating rink. And this year, I think it's 149.
It kind of, yeah, it took a lot out of that line. If you
So
you look at
that's
your claims, you'll
149,
see that
yes.
That took a
Did
lot
we
of
go
it.
out for bids again?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they went all the way up to like 172 or something for,
Yeah, years ago, we could have bought our own ice rink. I think we should have.
no, no,
Roller
We
rink.
almost did.
no. I'm glad you didn't. I think we go roller rink.
You can rent those once a
No,
month.
I think we do it in place of.
No.
okay, so
No.
just,
You don't roller skate. You don't roller skate during Christmas.
can we go back to the money that they're asking for, please?
No.
Yeah, go ahead.
So this is, they need additional funding for that particular thing?
No,
Or they need,
it's a combination of things, but when the money, when we approve the budget, okay, it's for all events.
okay,
And so all of the events then gets put into, well, as requested by Main Street, into an event fund, separate fund. Clerk treasurer gets a list of everything that's a check had been written from.
okay,
So we can track each dollar that gets
I'm following that.
down there.
Yep.
And that's what happened this year. And if you remember during budget workshop, and what we did do was we raised that budget line item for next year simply because of the skating rink. So, just so we wouldn't have to be doing this, we're actually about $5,000 below what we need, and we're gonna move some money from a different line item in that, in MDF to be able to satisfy that. So,
So that was an additional 30K?
Yes.
yes, sir. Yeah. So I'd like to add that to the claim packet if we could and approve it all in one. Any other questions? If not, can I get a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Motion to
Ma-
adjourn.
what-
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Before you adjourn, I'd like everybody just to keep Jackie Stutz in their prayers.
Yes.
And her family. I know some of you had the chance to work with her and stuff here as the clerk treasurer, and she's been in city government, so.
Heck of a lady. Heck of
I
a
didn't
lady.
know there was anything
Thanks.
going on with that.
Yeah, she passed away
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
2 days ago.
I think it was last Monday, I think.
Hate to hear that.
Yeah.
No,
So,
Wow.
Two or three
Yeah.
deaths here in the last week here in Lawrenceburg, people that,
Icons.
yes.
so, thanks for bringing that up.
Yeah.
Appreciate that, so. Okay, I entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
All right.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thanks, everybody, for coming. See you this weekend.
Go back to Poodle.
What are you talking about?
You're not keeping that Main Street under control.
This is not my fault. You talk to Mr. Petty.
Not all